people are doing terrible stuff, and he says with a weird smile on his face, and that's kind of where my interest is drawn literarily.
Well, and that's what I think is so fascinating with horror, gothic,
Hmm.
like for you, is gothic literature like the way that I was always taught it was more from that 19th century, like I'm a 19th
Yeah.
century scholar, like so Poe,
Wow.
the way of
Very cool.
like, thank you, but like the haunted house, that type
Hmm.
of very like insular, the atmosphere just feels very dreary slash like there's just a foreboding sense of doom. Like it's something
Yeah.
that's very psychological, where horror
Mhm.
usually just involves more of like that terrifying, the monster or
Right.
something
Right.
that isn't like just internal, but there's like the external
Hmm.
villain.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do feel like your work though does have that gothic. I was talking about Come Knocking.
Yeah.
So one of the novels that we're talking about.
Oh, cool.
And I was talking about it in the American Gothic Symposium that I'm
Oh.
part of. And um they were like, "Well, do you think that it is a gothic text?" And I'm like, "Well, it is an immersive theater experience in an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah.
And like the actual setting to me is very gothic. Like if you were
Yeah.
creating it in a film way,
Hmm.
the cinematography of it feels gothic.
Yeah, and I tried to, and you can tell me if I succeeded or not. Tried to infuse the whole thing with just a kind of, hey, something is off here, something is
Yeah.
going to go wrong, something's going to go wrong, and then when it goes wrong, hopefully I can deliver like the horror goods, you know.
Oh yeah.
I flippantly say to people, Fantastic Land is kind of my big hit right now, and people will say, well, could it really happen that fast, or that happened way too fast? And I hope I don't like come off as flippant when I say, well, horror stuff has to happen in my horror book. People aren't gonna read 75% setup and 25% punchline. But the I tried to be a little bit more atmospheric and Come Knocking, just because that was kind of what it was about. Just kind of the general unease of society right now, the general idea that catastrophe is around the corner, the fear being pumped, unencumbered into our society. So if I didn't think of it as a gothic book, but you may have changed my mind, and that's really cool.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
love that. And